Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Melissa. I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to buzz through the blinds of the energy on my mind. This reading will be focused on Amberlynn. It's a general reading. It's for entertainment purposes only, but let's ask some questions. Let's see what the cards have to say. Looks like she moved in with Tommy. Looks like she had a little visit with her BFF, Alexis. So, I guess, you know, let's see what's going on here. And I guess I'll ask what we might see from that relationship. Tommy, Salami, and Amber. And if you want to support what I do here and you're not already, please consider subscribing. That's how you support me and what I do here. Thank you guys. I love you. Bzz, buzz me in. Buzz me through the blinds of the mind of Amberlynn. Show me, please. I guess I'll start with current energy. What's representing Amberlynn currently now. Right now. Not like last week when she... fuck. So, this is the Empress card. I'm gonna... Oh, God. Yeah, she's all about love. Look at this mess. I don't like when I get this card. For Amberlynn. Because I associate it with, like in this picture, this woman's holding her belly. This is the Empress, if you're unfamiliar with tarot. It's like all the queens in one. She's, in this picture, she has a baby in her belly, okay? Sometimes they're holding a child. I have some tarot decks where they don't look like a mother energy at all. But this usually represents a mother energy. So, this could be that, you know, she just spent X amount of hours in the car with her mother. Maybe this is representing some type of bonding experience that they had on this road trip. Very nice, lovely. But, I'm looking at current energy. And I feel like what I saw, the road trip, wasn't now. That was like probably a week ago, right? Or something. This makes me feel like she's feeling like she's being very comforted right now. If you watched my other readings on Amberlynn and I get this card, you might understand why I'm being, like, careful what I say. I'm gonna clarify this. But on the bottom I see the Hierophant, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So this is the traditional relationship, sometimes a marriage. So, I don't know, like, you know, this could be representing, like, her mom took her to go be with her person, to go live with her person. They're gonna have a nice, traditional, old-fashioned kind of love now. That, now, I'm gonna say, I feel, as soon as I'm holding this, because in the last reading I did on Amberlynn, I asked about Mama Lynn and her feelings, and I kind of have a memory of what I felt Mama Lynn was feeling, because I've just felt it now when I held this. So, I feel like, there's certain things that Mama Lynn and Amberlynn are holding back from saying to one another, having to do with this love. I could even look at this Ten of Cups like it's here because Mama Lynn and Amberlynn are holding back, saying certain things about the relationship and what's happening and how quick, and then the whole thing. Because of love, because, you know, you care about this person, you don't want to hurt their feelings. I feel like, I'll ask the cards, but I feel like Mama Lynn wants Amberlynn to be happy. But, yeah, I think she's a little worried and holding back some of what she feels about this moving in. I also think this is here representing Amber holding on, like, spending her savings. I feel like this is representing savings. I just saw it, so I said it. I want to know, show me why this Empress is here. Because I feel like it's current energy, and that's representing that Amberlynn feels adored, loved, admired, nurtured, and I also feel this connects to Tommy Salami, maybe, you know, putting certain things in Amberlynn's pretty little mouth. Show me why the Empress is here. Alright, so there's an Ace of Wands, there's Temperance, there's a Knight of Cup. A 5 of Cup, a 9 of Cup. My friend Death, the Knight of Wands, the Sun, and the 4 of Sword. That's a lot of cards to clarify this. Empress. So, it's this new beginning, it's driven by passion. Also, creation. Creative energy, impulsive energy, alright? So all those things are relevant to, like, this connection. Temperance. Now, I feel like I've gotten this before, looking at her feelings, or her and Tommy. I feel like Amber feels that this person balances her out, and that she waited, she was very patient to wait, to find this kind of love that was worth physically moving towards or for, okay? Because the Knights are about movement. It's her moving there was like her declaration of her feelings, and this 10 of Cups it's about love. It's about a future that we see with someone that we love and building a family with them. And she could already feel like she has a family with this person, right? Alright, now this 5 of Cup. So, I feel like this is here because, you know, she's gonna be like, this person, Tommy, is gonna bring her closer to this. Even enjoys. I think this is also saying to me, we might not see Amber as much once she gets settled in with this person. I think there's a sadness to both these people, Tommy and Amberlynn, but that they hide it or mask it by how do I say? It's like, I feel like I don't know if I should say this. I feel like this just made me feel like Amberlynn doesn't feel like she's gonna be around much longer. I feel like I did a reading on Amberlynn. I can't remember when, because I've done a few. But I feel a while ago. Where, in that specific reading, because it wasn't, I don't feel like I saw that all the time. But I just saw it now. Heavy. That's why I paused. I just felt a bunch of shit. The Amberlynn was very consumed with thinking a lot about this. Now, this can be a heavy thing for anyone. You don't have to be Amberlynn or be physically, you know, unhealthy to have, like, a weird relationship with this. Even I, myself, go through moments, okay? Where, you know, like, I think about this and it, you know what I'm saying? It ravels my head, you know? So, I just saw all that. So, I feel like part of why Amberlynn, she's, like, feeling like, I don't really have anything. Like, I don't have, like, a future to build with, like, a love and to build a family and, like, all this. But I do with this person. Because it's, you know, it's like it already exists. It's not, it's already been built. I just have to step into it. And she's welcoming me. She's welcoming me. This is also a person that we look at that guides us on, like, a higher path. Like a literal person, when it's not representing, like, a marriage or more traditional connection. And I feel she sees Tommy as that. that she feels like her time is limited. She really, only so many things make her happy. And that this is inevitable. Like, in general. I'm feeling this is what Amber feels. Like, this is inevitable for any of us. No one's promised tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen. Regardless of your size or whatever, like I just said before. You were there. But I'm feeling like this has really been... Like, she doesn't feel like she's going to be around much longer. And she just wants to have some love. And feel precious. That's the word I just heard, precious. The Knight of Wands, the Sun, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so this is like the actions of passion, and like this is a person taking action, being driven by love. Here we have someone taking action, and they're being driven by their passions. Then we have the Sun, Leo energy. And it's ending with this Four of Swords, where the person just like laying in the bed. Now, this is a card of a person healing. I feel like here, I'm seeing that, like, for Chantal, Amberlynn, how dare I mix them up, I apologize. Something might have just happened with Chantal for me to just say her name. I just felt something. I know that's weird to say. Alright, anyway, I feel like this Knight of Wands is like Tommy's energy, or, you know, how Amber feels about Tommy, and that she actually sees this person as someone that is passionate for her. And I used to feel that I really feel like Tommy is there because Tommy wants to be there. Unlike Alexis, who I feel wanted to be in Amberlynn's energy because she felt like she could get attention from it, this person, Tommy, does look at Amberlynn looks at Amberlynn like she's this goddess energy. She does. That's what scares me. So it's ending with this Four of Swords. So for Amberlynn, she's feeling like she's where she's supposed to be, and that she's happy, and that this energy's passionate, and will do things for her. Will take action for her, because that's also what Knights are about. They take action. All right. So I want to ask quick about. Now I feel like I was gonna ask, what's gonna happen with this connection, but I feel like I just saw it here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And I always say, look, I ain't no psychic, and I don't like when people that are psychics say, oh, this is what the future's gonna be. You don't know what the future's gonna be because it hasn't happened yet. You can make a prediction. You'd be 50% right or wrong. Whatever, you know? Flip a coin. The future's not written. People can make choices today. Be a stable energy and make some stable choices, and you could lead yourself in a whole other direction. Alright, anyway, I want to ask quick about Alexis, and then I'll end this, because I got a lot of weird feels doing this, and... So... Alright. You know, and I got this the other day for Chantal, and I feel the same thing. I'm going to say it because I just saw it for Amberlynn. You know, just walking around it's a lot. It's a burden. It's like when you walk and you feel like you're carrying this giant pile of Tommy salami wands on your back. Show me Alexis. Because, like, oh, you know what? Show me how Amberlynn feels about Alexis first. I want to know. Because at first I thought, oh, because when all that caca went down, I did a reading on their energy, the two of them. Because I thought they were playing us. Or me. I felt played. I was like, you playing with me. I know this is set up. You're all the sneaky sneaks, and, you know, trying to create drama, da-da-da. And then I did the reading, and I was like, I didn't see that. Whatever. Sometimes I feel things, and the cards say, I just tell you what the card, I ask questions, I pull the cards, I tell you what the card means, what I feel from it. And the cards did not tell me what I felt inside, which was that they was both pulling all legs. So then when I saw whatever, they hung out, I was like, what? Did they pull my legs and my tarot legs? So let's show me how Amberlynn feels about Alexis and that meeting. Like, show me a little bit about that. Them hanging out, and, you know, was I fluffing of it? So this might have been Tommy's idea. So, I'm going to say for Amber, again, general reading, entertainment only, I don't know what she said, if they're going to talk about, like, how, whatever, or if they have already. I feel like this is representing Tommy, just because of that wand. The salamis. I feel like maybe Tommy was like, yeah, I feel like Amberlynn was, like, on the fence about even, like, seeing Alexis. But that's what I'm feeling this is saying. That I think Tommy was like, maybe you should try to, like, talk to this person and, like, make amends. Maybe even have a new beginning. Be honest with each other. I feel funny saying that. But because the sun, for me, is like, nothing is hidden in the light of the sun. When it, you know, certain things come out. Maybe they met and they actually talked about some things and it came out. If this isn't representing, just words coming together, having some sort of discussion, it could represent, because I just saw it, that Brittany and Erica person. I don't know if I got sword energy for them when I looked, I just felt it, so I said it. And I just feel like this is here, like Amber was, like, I don't know, I don't know, Tommy, it's kind of hectic, I don't know, guys. And then on the bottom, we see the Judgment, the Nine of Cups, and the Tower, which makes me feel like when they met, Amber felt like, alright, we're gonna have a drink, but she went into it like, yeah, I don't trust this person. I think this is here because she don't trust Alexis. And I think this represents, like, alright, I'm gonna have a drink and a good time, but that's all it is. And that this represents the Tower, that it was a last-minute, maybe, decision on Amber's part, because maybe she went back and forth about it, like, wanting to even see her. And I think, also, if she, obviously, it seems like she moved to where Tommy is at, so maybe Tommy felt like, maybe it's, even though Alexis lives hours away, still, you're living in the same state as this person. Maybe Tommy was like, maybe you want to reach out and just see, because, you know, if you're going to be in the same state, you know. And I think this is here because, for two reasons. One, Amberlynn felt like that. What a waste of my time, guys. Two, like, I could have been hanging out with Tommy instead of this cockblock Alexis. And I think it's like, also, she might feel like Alexis is a hot mess. Someone that is broken. Right? Because sometimes when I see the Tower card, if you watch my readings, you know. Sorry I repeat myself, because if you're new here, maybe you don't. Maybe you want to hear my dingy rants about these freaking cards. Alright, so, and I think this is also here, because what it's saying, so the Tower represents something outside of our control, throws us off, But when I get it, sometimes I say, it's like, this relationship was never built on solid foundation. So, as soon as something come from the outside, some drama from your baby mama, whatever, it just, the whole tower crumbles and everything falls apart, because there was never a solid foundation to begin with. And I think that's how Amber feels about Alexis and that friendship. Now I want to ask, and I think I think this is here, or I just saw this Hermit, because for Amber, she feels like she's way smarter than Alexis. And I think she even thinks, I just felt it, so I'm just going to say it, that with Alexis pulled, making a channel and the whole thing, that it backfired, and that Amberlynn kind of was like, I knew that would happen. You ain't taking my babies from me. You think you're gonna gain a new audience? Do you know how tight and small Goyle World is? Even the people that don't like Amber, or at least, I mean, if I'm wrong, you can tell me in the comments, but even, like, people who don't necessarily care for Amber, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be, if a line is drawn and you're gonna step on the Alexis or Amber side, I don't know. Who are you choosing? I'm choosing the devil I already know. I don't know about you. Alright, anyway, shut up, Melissa. So, let's quickly look at Alexis. Alright. Alexis's energy. I'm coming in there, Alexis. Bzzz. I'm buzzing. I'm gonna fly through the blinds of your mind. Show me. I want to see, because I already saw in the last reading, but let's see if it's similar. Show me Alexis's energy and, like, what she feels about Amber. So, the Magician, she's a tricky trickster. This is her overall energy. This is also someone that comes in and out of your life. Or when they come, they're really sharp with their tongue. Like, I'm coming in with some truths for you, and then they run away. So this Magician, they're a person that manifests new beginnings. So her reasoning for wanting to meet with Amberlynn is to manifest some sort of new beginning with her. But also she's going to come in with that Alexis attitude that she has in her tongue. And, like, listen, I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not like these other goily pops, honey child. I'm going to tell you like it is, understand? And, like, sorry if you don't like it, but that's what makes it... Alright, anyway, I just feel... But I feel like, ultimately, she's there for herself. She... Also, I feel like this Magician sometimes, and I feel it here. If I didn't feel it, I wouldn't say it. I'd say, oh, she just wanted to manifest a new beginning. She just loves her so much. She loves her so much. No, I don't see all those kind of cards. Just like last time. I didn't see those kinds of cards from Alexis towards Amber. Whatever. Again, I'm just a fly on the wall. It's entertainment only. Bzzz. But, yeah. Creating a veil over things. Sometimes I look at the Magician as... They're a magician. They're a trickster. They're putting a veil over the truth. They're bending things. But you come in all hot and heavy. Alright? Now, I'm going to say... I felt two things when I saw this. One, I felt like... things didn't work out for Alexis like she thought. I think it worked out okay for her, but I think she thought people would care more about her. I literally think that she thought she was going to get all Amberlynn's peoples. That, like, everyone was going to find her so much more entertaining and such. But that didn't happen, and I think her putting herself out there like she did put her more in a place of burden than success. That's just what I'm feeling. And I also think this is here because what I just said before when I saw this card having to do with Amber, I think she voiced it to Amber, like, you look bigger. I'm not trying to be a jerk, because those of you who have been watching my Amberlynn or Chantal or whatever Eugenia videos from back when I started them, no. I don't talk caca in respect to people's size. If I have made a joke that was mean, I'm sorry. Like, the Chantal in me took over in that moment. Because I try to not, you know, I can be a total douche. A-hole. I don't start fights, but I finish them kind of thing. But, like, you know, I could rag on you. I mean, I come from Queens, New York, alright? That we do that to our friends. Like, that's how you know someone's a friend. The more you rag, harder you rag on them. Alright, anyway. What the hell was my point? That, Anyway, before... lost track of what I was saying. Basically, I'm feeling like Alexis maybe verbalized some of that to Amberlynn about looking like it's harder for you to walk, or, you know, and not in a mean way, like in a concerned way. And I think that's why this Queen of Swords is here. Also, I think for Alexis, she was ready to, like, maybe that's why I just felt what I felt. I feel like Alexis was ready when she came in. It was like, I ain't taking no caca. Like, I I back up what I say. And I feel that. I do. And the Seven of Cups, I think this is here because Alexis looked at this like, alright, I'm going to take this as, like, this is up to Amberlynn at this point, you know, the choice. Because Seven of Cups is about choices. I think Alexis, I'm gonna clarify the Magician, but I feel that nothing would make Alexis more happy than to be actually part of Amber's videos. And I even think she wanted to be roommates with her. I think that was her, when she first became friends with her. That's what I feel from my reading. I feel like in the past and now, I just feel that she wanted to live with her, be part of her content. And she really feels, I think she's confused even. Like, you guys don't think you don't see the magic I make? You don't see how clever I am? Like, why? I really think she thought, like, her channel was gonna blow up and have way more, subs and attention, and people would care way more about what she has to say than Amberlynn. Alright, I'm even getting crazy deja vu right now, which hasn't happened to me in the longest time. I can't remember. Alright. Please, clarify this Magician as far as, like, Alexis's inner feelings about Chantal. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacle, Page of Cup, Judgment. I see this Ace of Pentacle, Eight of Pentacle, and the Page of Wands. So, again, I feel like this is clarifying what I just said about coins are material things, money, but I also see this and link money to a feeling of stability. So I really feel like this is just clarifying, especially this wand energy, creative energy, and also someone that is, like, in the moment, that Alexis still hopes and did hope that she could get some profit out of this friendship, and still hopes that she can. And it's kind of up to Amberlynn. And I think this is here, this is the Knight of Pentacle, another knight, and again, about action, and this person is patient, and they're going to act real virtuous and noble, like, I'm really your friend, I really care about you, I see how hard it is for you to walk, I'm just trying to be honest, I'm just saying, you could come live with me. That might happen at some point, if things hit the fan with Tommy, or, like, the audience starts, like, going, like, what the hell, Amberlynn, and blah, blah, blah. You know, Alexis might jump in like, hey, you have a choice, you know, we're even in the same state now, you could come, you know, stay with me. And I think she's gonna send her messages, pages of messages, cups are about love, this is what her bunny is, or like, I'm your friend, I'm sweet, I'm I love you, and then ending here with Judgment. At the end of the day, you know, I feel like Alexis absolutely judges Amberlynn, Tommy, and even us. Especially me. Alright, I'm going to end the reading there. I would pull calls on Twinkie, but I already know he's uncomfortable. Or she's uncomfortable. Alright. If there's questions I didn't ask that you wish I had, leave it in the comments and let me know if you want to help me in the algorithm and you ain't got nothing else to say. You could leave a flyer or a little heart emoji. I love you guys. Let's heal ourselves so we can heal each other. And I'll see you next time.